All right. After an extended late summer vacation, it seems, we are back. And I'm always happy to be here when we get here. The hardest part is getting everybody here because
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, we're all responsible young men. I'm stressing the young, exaggerating the young. I think I'm the youngest one here at 45. Uh, but hey, we got Robert. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Can't really complain.
Good, good, good. And we got Mike. Always happy to see Mike. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm good. I'm great. Glad to be here.
House school.
Rough as ever. Still
Okay.
kicking my ass. It's brutal.
Uh,
But we're going to make it work.
Here we go. There we go. And I'm here. Uh, we tried to record the last 2 weeks. I think I wanted to, but each time we couldn't do it, I wasn't mad. I wasn't really ready. So, what have you guys been up to lately? Before we jump into it, what you reading, watching?
I just finished the that Daredevil Batman. I read that today. Then I'm going to jump into Absolute Superman
Okay.
if I can. But I haven't played Spider-Man since the school semester started. So it's been 5 weeks and I haven't played Spider-Man yet.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll get to play some Spider-Man today or tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. I doubt it, but hopefully.
And what about you, Rob?
Yeah, I'm catching up on shows. I've been watching, Peacemaker, Alien. We're in the middle of Gen V right now, first season. I got my trades for Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman Absolute, so I'm going to read those. I'm going to get a chance, and then I'm going to try to find a digital version of Deadpool Batman to read too.
Okay.
Beyond that, Division had a new season come out, so I'm kind of just doing that as the new stuff comes out, playing some Space Marine here and there. Helldivers when it works. Just keeping busy.
That sounds good. My mom passed in July, so I was kind of in a funk with playing and read. I haven't read anything, and I just started like gaming again. I wanted Jay to get here. He was so concerned I wasn't playing Destiny. I'm playing that again, and what did I do? I've been like morning. My morning has been shopping for stuff that I wanted, and I'm just like, I'm buying this. I don't have anything else to do. I bought an extended hard drive and put it in PlayStation, and that was like a challenge because one, it was getting the PlayStation open, then it was unscrewing the compartment. Like it was the screwdriver I was using was stripping the screws. Then I had to
The
get
tiny
some
little ones, yeah.
Yeah. Then I had to go to Amazon and get like pliers to like twist it and get it out. But anyway, I got it out. It's as good as new, and I just dumped in all these games. I was like, oh, I do have this game. I could get back to this game. One of the games was Wukong, and I think you got to play that a couple of times to really get the real ending. I'm on a revenge tour right now. I'm like overpowered, and I'm beating the shit out of everybody who made me suffer the first time. I went up to. See, you guys aren't in Philly. Terrence knows. I went up to a comic book store. I haven't been in a comic book store in a couple of years. Last weekend, my friend Dave, he owns a store up in the Northeast, and spent some money in there. And it's funny, that was like my dealer as far as like comics. I was going to him. We were having so much fun getting reacquainted with each other. Like we both walked out. I walked out the door without paying for anything, like $200 worth of stuff. And he's like, he called me. He's like, Q, you didn't pay for anything. And I'm like, holy shit. So I had to turn around and
oh, shit.
and we were just happy to see each other. And
Too distracted, yeah.
Right. And I got in the car and I was like, how much did I pay for this? And I'm like, I guess I'll look at the receipt when I get home. And he called me when I was like maybe like 30 minutes away. So I spun a U-turn and went and paid him. But everything's gonna be all right, as they say. Um, so I wanted to talk. We're going to get into a little bit of this and that today. Robert Redford passed away this week. My first Robert Redford movie, he did a bunch of movies, was Indecent Proposal. And when he was I don't want to call him a sleazebag, but he was kind of manipulative in that movie. And like, don't sell your wife or fiance or whatever it was for not. All right, listen, don't do this shit. All right, like sex changes everything, man. All right, sex and money. All right, so yeah, that movie, I didn't see that movie in a while, but that was my first movie with him. I can't think of anything. Well, Civil War, of course, he was in that.
Right.
I know he's been in a lot of movies, but all movies do not cross my path. What was you guys' first encounter with Robert Redford?
I don't know if I can think of a first encounter. I know I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but my mind always goes back to Spy Games whenever I think of Robert Redford. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Well, with him and Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that movie. I saw it in the theater when it first came out, like 3 times with my friends. It just hit us at the right time, I guess, and it just really left an impression. I really like that movie.
Never saw that one.
I know he's in a lot of stuff, though, and I know I have seen him in a lot of stuff. It just doesn't come to mind.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking at his movies online, and outside of Indecent Proposal, I don't think I've seen much of these, honestly. The River Ran Through It. I've seen them when they came out, like the name in the theater, but
he was in.
Go watch that.
He was in Butch Cassidy, right? In Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another one that I recall being good too.
I know that one
from
from
Bag of Vans. I haven't seen any. Outside of his Avengers movie and that Decent Proposal, I didn't realize that he was the guy from the meme, the old guy with the beard.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him until he died. Like, that's Robert Redford. I did not know.
I saw somebody comment. They said, I thought that was Alan from The Hangover, and I'm like, what? You thought that was what's his name? Whatever with the Z. I'm like,
Galifianakis.
Yeah, Galifianakis. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't know about that one.
What was the meme?
You guys have just said guy in the fur coat when he
the one who does the nodding. Okay. That's right. Okay.
You want to know? It's funny. I didn't know that till a couple months ago, and like I'm like,
I know until he died. I
didn't know it till right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's not his traditional look, and I think that's why it's like overlooked. But yeah, that's him. So yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Redford. So let's get into this, because I was sitting there and I was just realizing, I wish Jay was on, but we've all got experience with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. But like, we're going to get a Street Fighter and a Mortal Kombat movie within this next year, right?
Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat just got delayed.
Oh boy.
Into next year, I think. I'd have to let me look that up. But yeah, the Street Fighter cast is very interesting. Just for some of the roles that they have in there. Some of them aren't even actors.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes it interesting. I'd be curious how that works out, because there hasn't been a movie since Jean-Claude's movie, right?
No, there was the really shitty Chun-Li one.
Oh, I didn't know.
The Legend of Chun-Li. Yeah, that was awful.
Smallville on it.
Yes.
Wasn't she Chun-Li? Yeah.
Lois. Yeah.
Lois. Okay.
Let me ask you.
Lana.
It might have been Lana. I don't think Lois. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember
her last name.
I don't remember her name.
Like Street Fighter and it's funny. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. I'm going to speak to directly. My brother's been sending me like in Mortal Kombat, when you beat the game and they tell you a summary of what the player did after. Like, why? Because of like all the lore and backstories, why can't they get successful Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter movies? Why do you
For some reason, they have a problem with comic book movies. You just got to get somebody to respect the material.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the same.
So you think
they're either too afraid to delve into the wackiness that involves the world, or they go way too far into it and it just becomes a cartoon.
So Mike, both of you are saying that they're just like they're making it harder on themselves than it needs to be. Okay.
They're thinking too much into it.
Right.
Okay. Now, granted, I know there's been a number of Mortal Kombat movies. Like, it started off so strong, and then it immediately went in the toilet. In the sequel, Street Fighter. It's funny. I respect Raul. What's his name?
He was having a great time.
Yeah, I respect his effort in that movie.
Right.
And
he did it for his kids,
right? And he is like a favorite actor of mine. But I think, I don't know. Like, I kind of remember that movie for him more than Van Damme. And that movie was it was a zany movie. And Street Fighter really never got off the ground outside of cartoons, the cartoon animated movies. Which one of those series is your favorite? Like, I'm not talking about just movies now. I'm talking about the video games. Like, which one were you good at? Which one did you like the most? Like,
I was decent at both of them, but my favorite was Mortal Kombat.
Which number?
I always loved Mortal Kombat. That's been my favorite. Movies and franchise. I think Mortal Kombat, the very first one, is probably the best video game movie.
Okay.
But I just like the Mortal Kombat franchise. I remember the arcade when fatalities, everybody in the arcade would stop to go watch his fatality.
Yep.
You'll just walk away from that game damn near to see this guy turn into a dragon or whatever. I just think it changed a lot when it came to that. So, what
about you, Robert?
Oh, I'm totally on the Street Fighter side in that one. I played the crap out of Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Mm-hmm.
I really played a lot of SNK it's Capcom versus SNK 2, and Marvel versus Capcom 2. I really got hooked a lot, like in the arcade version when X-Men versus Street Fighter came out. I really liked that game. Yeah.
And that's kind of where I am. Like, I'm almost in the middle because didn't Mortal Kombat have a crossover with DC? That one was really good. But Capcom, I played those until the third one. Everything after the second one, like, it was just too many characters and the air juggling and all that other shit.
Yeah,
like, this isn't even fun anymore. But yeah, the X-Men versus Street Fighter, Children of the Atom, the Capcom versus Marvel, like, that was like the sweet spot.
Yeah,
for me,
they really got their formula down really good right around then.
Street Fighter is amazing. Street Fighter 2 is an amazing game. Never seen one game get so many mods and sequels. World Warriors and Turbo, and it's like they made a Street Fighter 3, and then there was another Street Fighter 2 like later. Like, there was like it just didn't sound right. I guess like all the games are just more Street Fighter 2, and it's good memories with both of them for sure, because the fatalities were something that was unique, and can't really think of another gaming franchise that did anything close. No kind of finisher, or not that it's not
finisher as far as the game having fatalities.
Yeah, like, I know they were.
Killer Instinct did. I think.
I was about to say. Wait, Killer Instinct, is that the one with the dinosaurs? Which one was the one with the?
No,
dinosaurs?
That was Primal Rage. That had it also.
There were so many at that time. That was like.
It did spawn a lot of like clones.
There were a lot of games that made money because the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter games were full. They're like, well, just play this one. And, you went over and played those.
Oh, we have Street Fighter at home. Here
right. Street Fighter. What was a Virtual Fighter?
Yes, Tekken and
Tekken. What's the one?
Dead or Alive.
Never.
What's the one with the guy with the sword? It was like a 360, almost like a 3D.
Like Soul Calibur?
Yes, Soul Calibur. There were so many. Like,
Yeah.
I think the fight. If Jay was here, he might disagree, but he's an old man, so he doesn't really play as much.
No, he's a Street Fighter guy. He'd agree with you guys.
He's a Street Fighter guy, yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say, like, the fighting genre thing, is that really, is it really what it was? Like, it kind of lost appeal when you do it online, because, like, I don't know, these people online, they'll retire your ass quick.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're in the virtual, you're in there practicing or whatever. You think, okay, I got this combo down. Like, you step foot online, and they were like, nah, old man. Go
people are. I've never played online, even to this day. My son retired me in real life. So like I said before, he beat me so bad I had to beat him in real life. I never played any game online. But I think the arcade was when those games really shine. And
yes,
it was like a party game.
That was my point. Yeah, and the art. There was just something about the arcade and being able to look at the person, be able to watch people and pick up moves and things like that. I just think that genre, which actually it looks real, like some of the games look really good nowadays. It's just that me looking at like a Mortal Kombat, $80. It's like, how long am I going to play this? Because I'm not even going to kid myself. Like, I'm not going online, and I'm not calling anybody over. Hey, you want to come over and play? And they're like, no. Like I gotta watch these kids. I got laundry, all this other stuff. Like, just play online. It's like, nah, never mind. Because I remember high school, college. The Marvel vs. Capcom was out. A friend of mine, like, we used to just play like each other, like for a whole afternoon, just switching characters, just play.
It was one of the big draws for the Dreamcast, is having the not just the Marvel vs. Capcom, but Marvel Capcom 2 and Soul Calibur. Those series also were on there. They took a lot of the arcade ports and ported them perfectly, and that was a big draw for the Dreamcast. It was unfortunate that they didn't treat it as well as it should have. But yeah, I played the crap out of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, me too.
I just like to see that. I wasn't big on playing. I think I was fading out by that time. I remember though that Genesis also had the blood code on.
Yes,
for Mortal Kombat. Yep.
I think the Super Nintendo still had a better looking game, but that blood code was nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that was crazy. See, you got me thinking about Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter for one, because Sega only had 3 buttons. So to go from punch to kick,
you had
to hit start and go.
That was trash.
It was a mess. It was a mess. But you did what you had to be able to play it at home. So yeah, it's I miss those days because I was a big fighter. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat I was not as good, but Street Fighter. Specifically the versus like series, like Street Fighter versus X-Men was my that was my game right there.
Yeah. Speaking of those games, the collection that just recently came out, Marvel vs. Capcom collection, actually just sold 1 million copies. So they hit a milestone just recently.
That's good. And you want to talk about? See, we're just talking about this, right? Like I bought this game. And like I can't even get through the fucking offline beating the computer. Like I got this. Like I'm like, man, like I got the game. Like I'm like the collector with video games now. Like I buy them and I got them on display. I got the hard drive so I can like just see them all. And they're like, yes, I have these games. And then as soon as I boot one up, it's like I don't feel like this shit. I
feel like getting my ass beat right now.
well, see, here's the thing, right? I've mentioned this before. Like I used to have like nerves of steel with like horror type games or whatever. I can't do that shit no more. Like I can't do these jump scares and Resident Evil and these Silent Hill. Like I won't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I bought Dead Space, and you know how long I played it. You know how many hours I put it? 0. All right, but I'm glad I have the game.
Same.
Like I just don't have the nerve for it anymore. I don't know. Something changed.
I haven't played anything. Those free games on PlayStation Plus, that's about as far as I've got. I have not bought one game for this PS5 the 2 years I've had it. If it won't PS Plus free or that's damn Spider-Man that came on it, they just downloaded Mortal Kombat 1 that just came out on PS Plus.
That's free on there now.
I
Yeah.
downloaded that. Make sure I can get that, and I haven't turned it on yet. And I don't even know when I'm gonna get to it. I just downloaded it. I just want to be able to get to it whenever I can.
You see, and that is totally the thing. Like now, it's like we don't have the time, and when we get the time, we know we don't have the time to even get into this. It's like I can't get this started. Like you talking about grabbing free games? I saw Resident Evil 2 and 3, the original. They were on. I don't know why they were on sale, but they were free, and I downloaded it and then kept moving. Like I miss being able to just throw away a whole afternoon and just be able to play and have the energy to play.
Yeah.
You know,
it's hard to play those games if you're playing other games too, because you have to have such specific hand-eye coordination for fighting games as opposed to any other kind of game. If I was me when I was playing Injustice for a little while, if I took a break for like a couple weeks playing like a shooter and went back, my timing is all off and I'm just getting my ass kicked.
That'll happen. That definitely will happen. But yeah,
go ahead. I was gonna say I have the movie stuff brought up if you want it. I know
let's hear it. Go ahead.
The Mortal Kombat did get pushed to May of next year.
Okay.
And Street Fighter is going to come out in October of next year. So you're right, they are coming back, both 2026s.
Okay. That's
let's see. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that's interesting. They were so far apart. The release.
Well, yeah,
dates.
I think the Mortal Kombat was supposed to come out next month. Then it got pushed. Yeah.
That's the Johnny Cage one, right?
Yeah. With what's my man's name?
Carl Urban.
The Butcher.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah. Oh. Butcher.
So I don't know a lot of these people who are going to be in Street Fighter. Andrew Koji as Ryu, Noah Centino as Ken, Reina Vallandigham as Julie, Orville Peck as Vega, Mel Jarnson as Cammy. We know Jason Momoa as Blanca. Who is Don Savage? Eric Andre is playing him. I have no idea who this character is.
I don't either.
I wonder if he's a new character or if he's like one of the guys in the background, maybe. David Dashmalchin is going to be playing M. Bison. We know him from he was Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. They got Cody Rhodes from WWE playing Guile.
They're going for the looks, huh?
Yeah. Kalina Liang as Chun-Li. Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki. Roman Reigns from WWE as Akuma.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
And then Alexander Volkanovsky from the UFC as Joe from Street Fighter 1. Okay. 50 Cent, going to be Balrog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he's getting into shape for it.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oliver Richards is going to be Zangief. He is if you watched Reacher, Season 3, he's the big dude. So it makes sense for him to play Zangief. Okay. Hiroki Goto is going to be playing E Honda. I'm going to butcher this name. Vidyut Jimwal is going to be playing Dulcim. I know there's another one in here. I think Sagat is in here too, but they might not have released the name when this article came out. Okay. But I mean, I'm hoping they're not going to rely on dialogue for some of these fighters who are actually going to be in this game. So
that's going to suffer. Like if we just cut to them fighting already and no introduction, like I won't be mad about that.
We'll have the real actors be the ones, and the others will just be the henchmen.
This will be a U.S. movie with subs, just so we can have people who can actually talk. But, the actors for the look. That'll be perfect. Okay. Like, I assume that none of us have any real expectations for this. And
not at all.
I don't even know if we'll go to the theater, but it will be watched.
Yeah, definitely
If I
will be
watch
watched.
this in the theater, long if it's being on, but I have no expectations. I haven't even watched the trailer yet. I know I've been tagged in it several times, but I haven't watched it. You know, I don't watch trailers, so
Right.
I don't. I have no expectation. All I know is Kyle Urban is in the names of Rob just name. That's it. I'm staying away from.
All right. So moving on. So let's talk about this. I talked to a couple people at work, and through the course of life, long breaks between TV shows. Now there are three I have highlighted. You guys can give me more examples as they pop into your head, but even Gen V right now. I think that was. I feels like that was 2 years ago. Wednesday, which I had interest in the first season. I watched the whole first season. I liked it. I haven't watched it yet. Peacemaker, same thing. Like it dropped, and it's just like I'm in no rush. Like if it, I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you guys' feelings on this? Like, does it take the enthusiasm or momentum out of you wanting to watch the shows?
Both.
Yeah.
If I gotta wait for it, I will lose interest.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you with any show? Any show comes to mind?
I haven't picked up Peacemaker yet. I haven't even thought about watching Peacemaker. I didn't know it was out until y'all started talking about it. It was no interest in that. Just because it would just take forever to get there.
Right.
Wednesday either. I haven't even watched the first Wednesday yet. I just lost interest.
I wonder why that is. It kind of hurts these shows. Robert, what about you? Any show that even that's been impacted for you because of that?
Well, the main ones right now, we just started Gen V, so we're going to start season 2 right after. So that's not going to really affect us that much because we didn't watch it in the first place. Okay. Peacemaker, that's one. A few of these can be kind of explained because there was a writer's strike in between these last 3 years. So that's kind of why. And then the whole merger with HBO and everything is another reason. The end of the DCEU and the DCU could be a reason why they also expanded the time in between the Peacemakers. We just finished Wednesday, but that was we had to really kind of think back to some of the stuff they referred to in the first season. They gave us a pretty good thing at the beginning to kind of get you caught up. Okay. Yeah, recap you. Star Trek Strange New Worlds season 3 was also 3 years. So all of those had 3 years in between. That's just way too long. And honestly, I had to watch the finale of the first one again because I didn't remember what happened.
So you can literally start college, and when you're about to graduate, the second season will drop.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, that's too long. I mean, I understand that there's some stuff that might be going on behind the scenes with all these corporate mergers going on, but they kind of need to put the fact that we're the ones that are giving them money, and they should kind of keep us entertained. That's their whole business, not just sit there and be like, oh, they'll be fine, they'll wait.
Yeah,
and not everybody will.
I don't know what it is with some shows because like I'm thinking about it now. The Boys usually have like a nice break between their seasons, and like I'm always waiting in line for that. What's the other? Oh, Invincible. I never know when that comes back. Like to me, I think that's just bad pub. Like I like that. I like that show a lot, but when it comes on, I'm always surprised. Like, oh, it's a new season. And You was like that too. So I don't know. I guess it's I don't know. Maybe it helps that I watched some of these seasons more than once. I didn't need to watch Peacemaker more than once, or Wednesday, or even Gen V, which was not bad at all. I found that interesting, but it just didn't have replay value for me. Okay. Anything else about you guys want to talk about with the gap? All right.
I don't know. I would assume that production with the technology they have now would make it so it wouldn't take as long. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, wow, you talking about technology. You know, when did that last Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? When did that movie? When did the second one drop?
It's been about 2 years, hasn't it?
I think it's been more than 2 years. Let me see.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. Oh, you nailed it, Mike. It was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
They just started filming. I mean, they should already have had the ball rolling on that.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Weren't they saying that one's not going to come out until like 28 or something like that?
Wow.
That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. We got to wait that long to see what happened?
Okay.
No, sorry, 2027.
That's still, Jesus. When did this series start? It started
2018.
Wow.
Almost 10 years for 3 movies.
10 years for 3 movies? That's crazy.
All right. So on September 13th, it was 40 years of Super Mario Brothers since the first one dropped on NES. Real quick, what's your favorite Mario?
Super Mario World.
You said the first one, Mike?
Yeah, that's the last one I put any real time in. I mean, I have Super Mario World. I played 2, but the first one is the only one I really put some real time and effort into playing. I never played Mario. I played Mario 64 one time. I couldn't quite get into the 3D style, so that's the only time I played it.
That's a huge game.
Say what?
Yeah,
it's a huge game. It's a lot.
Right, exactly. I would never know because I just lost interest in the 3D style. It kind of threw me off, but I heard it was a great game. But the last one I put some real time in was Super Mario 1. That's the first one.
Okay.
And 100 men, that was great.
And what was your answer, Robert?
Mine was Super Mario World.
And which one?
The one on the Super
64?
Nintendo.
Okay. Oh, Super
On the
Nintendo.
Yeah.
I never played that one because
that's when I got Yoshi.
Yeah. I was living the Genesis life at that time. I never played that one. I never beat the first Super Mario. Mario Brothers 2 was the one that I beat. That one was really weird because it wasn't really a Mario game. They just
it was a weird dream world thing.
Yeah, and maybe that's
you kind of insult when you hear about it. It's like they say they did that because they thought we were too dumb for the actual Mario Brothers.
It was too hard.
Right?
Like, yeah, they released that game. What was it, the Lost Levels? Yeah,
the Lost Levels. Right. Yeah, my brother-in-law has it.
Yeah. I said, oh, this is too hard.
Dumbass American.
The second one I do like. Mario Brothers 3 was the one that had the biggest push. Let's say push.
Because of the
wizard, and it was everywhere.
Nintendo Power, yeah,
and the cartoon might have dropped around that time.
Also. Oh yeah, I think it might have.
It had 2 cartoons. One was on WB or UPN, and
is that the Super Show one?
Yeah, the one with Lou Albino, the wrestler.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Well, actually, was he on both? Yeah. And Zelda used to come on Fridays. And Zelda,
excuse me, princess.
Yeah, Zelda should have had its own show. Like that was a really good cartoon. But yeah, 40 years of Mario Brothers, and I don't know, the last Mario Brothers game I played is probably one of these racers. I can't even think of Mario Kart. It's probably Mario Kart.
Yeah. I think 64 is the last 3D Mario game that I've ever played. I kind of fell off Nintendo after that.
Yeah, I think that was the end of the line for Nintendo. Well, no, I had a Wii. I did have a Wii.
Yeah.
And what did I have? I was playing the old games. I got a Mario Brothers Anniversary game and bundle. And yeah, like, nothing but good memories with Mario. But it's so tied to like childhood. It was like when you grew up, you were doing other things because we talked about leaving Nintendo behind. Like, my game path was Nintendo, Genesis, and then I did have a 64. So let me correct myself. I did have a 64, and I had a PlayStation. I had both of those systems, and but I didn't play Mario on Nintendo. I got it for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I keep with Mario Nintendo's now. I don't play anything but Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I got my first Switch,
Metroid is the
and
only reason I want to try it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that was just PlayStations, and like that's not something Mario is, he's on. So yeah, happy 40th, Mario, and my kids are playing Mario games now, so that's how long he's been around.
Well, they did. Speaking of Mario, they did have a teaser for the next Mario movie, which is coming out in April next year. It's going to be Super Mario Galaxy.
I thought you were going to give a release date of 10 years from now. When did that Mario Brothers game? Excuse me. That movie came out like a year. Was that 2 years?
I think it was also? Last year, maybe the year before.
Year? Okay. That one actually, that one looked good.
Yeah.
Like, it was, my kids loved that movie. Like they watched it over and over, but I fell asleep on it. Like it was cool. I know it wasn't because it was boring or bad. It just wasn't holding my attention. It just wasn't for me.
It was a museum tour of everything that Nintendo owns.
Yeah.
Take us through the history of Super Mario while we're at it.
Yeah. So here's the topic. Because Michael B. Jordan, I think this was 3 weeks ago, came out and he said that Killmonger was a hero. And he said he cared about his people as much as T'Challa. He just did it a different way. So, number one, I don't agree. And this was during this period of time when Marvel was trying to paint their villains as misunderstood.
Right.
Like, oh, they're not evil. They're just really sad and want things to change, and they do things. I'll let Mike. You can. I'll go to you first with your opinion on the Killmonger situation.
He was a villain.
Okay,
definitely. I mean, yeah, I was like you said, that's during the time Marvel was misunderstood characters, blah. What happened, like Chris Cross, what happened just crazy. Killmonger was not a good dude. He might have been motivated and he might have sounded like he came from the good spot, but no, he wasn't a good dude. He was too willing to kill. He was too willing to try to take over the world. Like I said, his motivation sounded like he had a good heart, but he didn't. You're not going to kill all those people. He was hurt from his dad dying, and he just wanted to take his pain on everybody else. Mm-hmm. And that made him a villain. I mean, like Magneto, he was hurt, and it took him years to get back to a point where he was good. Even on Secret Wars, the Beyonder put him with the good guys, but Magneto was not a good guy. I still loved him, but he wasn't a good guy. Like I say, neither was Killmonger. He just wasn't a good guy.
We're gonna get to. You talked about Magneto. We're going to circle back to that. But, Robert, what are your feelings on Mr. Killmonger? The statement by Michael B. Jordan.
It's basically the same as Mike said. You can have the, all the greatest motivations in the world. It's just how you act upon them. And if that's going to be terrorizing people, causing mayhem, killing people, then you're a villain, regardless of how justified your motivations are.
Right.
There's a way of going about it. I mean, they could have both. I mean, a hero and a villain could both have the exact same motivations as Killmonger's, and then gone about it in completely opposite ways, and that's what kind of sets you apart.
That's kind of what defines the hero and the.
You're not doing it for selfish reasons. You're doing it to help people, and help people, your community, and everything like that. Whereas Killmonger's is completely selfish. It's all to help him and get him back to what he deserves, to what he feels he deserves. As right or wrong as his motivations are, he just went about it in the way that's immoral.
Right. And the so we're going to open it up a little bit to like just characters in general that people may get mixed up for being heroes or villains, or the what was the thing last year? Everybody was an anti-hero. I'm not really sure what an anti-hero is, but the villain who. So we all have like favorite villains, and like one of mine, I think some of the best villains are the ones that feel as though they're right, if that makes sense. So like for me, like I like Sinestro. Like Sinestro whole thing is order through fear, and like even some of his during Geoff's run, some of his motivations was, believe it or not, to help the Lanterns, even though he was fighting them. Sinestro War was all about enacting lethal force for the Lanterns, and he went about a whole roundabout way, and he tricked them, and they were able to use it. And I don't know.
He was so sure the Guardians were working against them in the background. Yeah,
right. And like his whole thing, like he's like maintained that, like I'm trying to do the same thing y'all doing, and he goes about it shitty way. He kills people and slaves, and rules through fear. But like in his mind, like I'm doing what I have to do because the rules that the Guardians put in place, like they're restraints, and like y'all not going to be able to do this with these rules. And Dr. Doom is our favorite villain, who I don't think anybody mistakes him for a hero. I think it's pretty clear. He's like the gentleman villain almost. He's one of the first villains who teams up with the heroes when there's like a universal type situation. Oh yeah, I'll help you until I can help myself. That's always how it is. What do you guys think? Like, what are some characters that that stick out, that kind of toe the line on both or can be misinterpreted? Mike, you mentioned, man. You have any other characters that that you like that toe that line, or characters that are misinterpreted?
The Punisher. The Punisher really isn't a good guy. I mean, he kills everybody.
They are all villains, though. Like now, is he a hero, or like he's not a villain?
He's an anti-hero, but he's coming from the same thing. We just said about Killmonger. If you're killing him, you're killing all these people. You might have the heart in the right place, but.
So does it matter if the people he's killing are all criminals? Like Killmonger was killing innocent people.
Anybody, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's the loophole, is just he killing all bad guys. But who is he to judge? I mean,
well, see, that's the thing, and that's what puts him at odds with Daredevil, because they fight like Daredevil fights him like he's one of his villains. That's how they fight. Like, you're a villain. But he's teamed up with Spider-Man and other people, but Matt's like, no, like I'm not. I don't. Like, no. What else you got?
Just like the ones we already named, Spider-Man, Doom. I really wasn't. Doom, I don't think he considered himself good or bad. He's just Doom. He just does what he needs to do to rule that country. And do whatever he needs to get done. Sorcerer Supreme. He's just Doom. I can't. Maybe even. I don't know. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that's a villain that. Not everybody right now is popping in my mind.
Is Wolverine? What about Wolverine? Kills people, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kills them. I just hate Wolverine in general. So
that's the wrong character to ask you about.
Right? No.
Okay, so let me. And this, I'm not being smart here. Like, Scott Summers has gotten extreme over the last couple years. Like, he's fighting for his people, right? So does that like add validation to his actions?
His body count is low, except for when the Phoenix 5, that was rough. But usually he will kill you, but he's not in the I'm going to go kill you first category.
Okay.
He, if it costs 1 or 2, I didn't mean for it to happen, but I
kind
don't
of like
see
a freedom fighter kind of thing.
Right. The rest of them going in it expecting to take some lives. I'm going to do this, or he will try to avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah, I always chalk up Venom with that too.
Uh,
Like he does have kind of altruistic motivations, but he has no problem killing people, especially
Mm-mm.
criminals. I think he tries not to harm the innocent, and he
yes.
still always tries to kill Spider-Man, but that's just kind of in his genes.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, he'll kill criminals and still kind of try to do good. I mean, at least the Eddie Brock one. I'm not sure about these other Venoms. I haven't really caught up with a lot of the other ones.
No, it's been a while since I read a real Venom. That's how I
Yeah.
just read Venom more. And I'm like, well, I don't know anybody in this thing.
Who are all these?
Yeah, exactly. Who are all these symbiotes?
That was a good example because I remember in the 90s witnessing Venom transform into a hero because he was becoming so popular. Like he was like Venom was like a nightmare. The first time I saw Venom, like I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen Spider-Man get beat like this, and he had a cool look. Like nobody looked like Venom. Like nobody did. Like his whole demeanor was like unique, and then he started talking about I'm protecting the innocence, like my innocence wasn't protected, and he just started
protector.
Right. He just started like slowly saying things when he at one point, like if you were in his way, he was killing you. Now he's like, oh, he was saving babies, and there was one fight like he had Spider-Man dead to rights, and he stopped and was like, I gotta save the baby, and it was a bunch of little things they started adding up, and he kidnapped they weren't really Spider-Man's parents, but they kidnapped his parents, and they thought that he was going to kill him. He's like, oh, I'm not going to kill you. Why would I do that? Like, he's like, I'm here to protect you from from your son. Yeah, he's the devil. And then he moved to San Francisco and became the protector of that street back then. But I guess sometimes popularity will push a character that way. I didn't like that with Venom. I really didn't. Venom was almost as overused as the Infinity Gems in the 90s. Like, Jesus, like, didn't we just lock him up? He would just keep coming back. Like, he would break out from the truck that's taking him to the prison from the last time they caught him. It's like, damn, he didn't even get into jail yet. And somebody break him out or he'd get out somehow. Good times, though. I can't think of it. MCU is to blame for Loki becoming this. Here, I miss the old Loki. Like,
me too. Old grouchy Loki, old man Loki.
Loki was dangerous. Like it was like, he had the strength. He was like a supreme wizard. Like not this, like MCU. That's MCU, but like it affected the character in the comics.
Definitely.
He was a kid, and then like now he's more or less the MCU Loki in the Thor comics now.
And definitely, he's a woman now, isn't he? I mean, I don't like anything about Loki now.
He switches when he wants, man. Right. I like reading I got to get back to Thor, but it's in one instance he'll be a woman, and then it'd be a kid, and then he's back to his regular self. And even I've seen him look the way he did in the 90s when he's like almost the same age as Thor. Like he looks like an older man, but that MCU definitely influenced Loki's character in the book.
Definitely.
Nobody else really jumps out. And, you mentioned Magneto. I guess he would fall in that. Or let me give Magneto his respect here. Venom kind of fell into the Magneto. Who reformed first, Venom or Magneto?
I would say Venom.
Magneto's
always came from that angle, but Venom, Lethal Protector, Magneto had at least been out 60 years before Venom even came around. Venom was a hero within like 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So that whole transformation, I don't know when I first saw Magneto rolling with the X-Men. I don't know what book I saw. I was like, oh, he's with them. It was shocking seeing him with them when he used to just fight them all single-handedly at different points in time. I can't really think of anybody else. Like I know Thanos at one point they transformed him barely. Like he, what was it after? What's the Infinity War? It was at the Infinity Gauntlet. when Warlock spared him because he helped them against the Magnus, and he was the secret member to the Infinity Watch. So he was doing his little good guy thing at one point, even though he's saying he was just safe protecting his galaxy until he's ready to reclaim it, type thing. But I guess that happens to all the good villains at one point, except for the Joker. I don't recall Darkseid at any point saying, "Let me help you guys out."
He'll reluctantly help when he needs to, like he did with when Doomsday was on Apocalypse. He helped Superman just because he had to.
Yeah, Lex will help also. He was in the Justice League at one point. So like
like Black Adam. Then Black Adam was in Justice Society, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the Justice League.
Justice League, okay.
Yeah, like during the Rock's push for a new hierarchy. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. So I guess, but Killmonger was a villain. All right, let's be straight. I guess so. Like that happening in the comics, it's funny. Like before I go into that, when Thor let Loki go in the second Thor movie, like he's fresh off of killing all those people in New York, and it was just like, I need your help, and I'm sorry you're dead, brother, and like everything's okay. Like I don't trust you, but forget about all those people you killed in New York. And,
right.
Like it's all good. It's all good. But the villains aiding heroes, I guess, as we're talking about, that's something that's, I guess, makes for good books and happens on occasion. Like some of the smarter ones, they will do it from time to time. Dr. Doom was on the platform in the Infinity Gauntlet, and he was helping the heroes try to get the gauntlet back then. And he didn't do it in the Infinity War. But it happens. Lex, Thanos, Darkseid, Sinestro, Magneto. I'm pretty sure there other mutant villains that have like maybe aided them at different times, Mike?
I think during the whole Krakoa thing, I think Mr. Sinister went over to Krakoa. Apocalypse there was for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I think both of those eventually did their own thing. Mm-hmm. They just left and like, hey, this ain't gonna work. Basically. Mm-hmm. I think that's the only other two that I could think of off the top of my head. Because Apocalypse wasn't there long at all.
Okay.
Like showed up, hey, this ain't gonna work. I think Sinister at least tried for a couple of issues, but Apocalypse wasn't there long.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of Krakoa at all.
Yeah, I know.
The whole run. No.
I see people are split with that. Like, I know you and Terrence, you have your feelings about it. Online, I see people, like, missing it. So, I don't know where. I guess I should look into it myself. I think as much as, I gave you some flack about them, being on Mars and proclaiming themselves rulers of the solar system. Transforming Mars was cool with Magneto and the other mutants that were there that helped him. Like that was amazing. Honestly, I think that the thing on Mars should have been their next step. It's a shame that didn't work out, and I guess I don't know. I need to look into that and get my own opinion on that. What else we got? Robert, did you want to talk about Peacemaker a little bit? How many episodes are out now? Are they all out or?
No, there are 4 now, I think. I think we're at 4. We're either at 4 or 5. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't remember what number we were on. I just watched it today. I think it might have been number 4.
Okay.
But it kind of James Gunn just kind of went with it. The very first episode, they did a recap a little bit of the first season, but they replaced any mention of the Justice League with the Justice Gang. Like they changed the name. They changed that whole end scene with the Flash and Aquaman at the very end of the last season to the Justice Gang with Superman, Supergirl, and then Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific instead of the Justice League standing there. So they kind of let you know that basically the Suicide Squad, the 2 seasons of Peacemaker, are in the same universe as Superman. I think they mentioned the first one was like 6 months before Superman.
Okay.
The first season of Peacemaker. Okay. And the only thing that they took out from the Suicide Squad is that Bloodshot shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet. James Gunn said that never happened. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but so far it's pretty good. It's following right along with it. It's a heavy focus on his dad's interdimensional room.
Okay.
You remember he had all of his stuff stored in there, but I guess helmets. He didn't realize that it was actually a much larger thing because his eagle went flying inside of it, and he, saw other people in there, and then ended up finding an identical door that wasn't his with Peacemaker helmets outside of it. So he kind of, and I thought that's how they were going to introduce the whole, DCU or separate the DCU from the DCU, but they just went ahead and just retconned it and just made it easier that way.
Okay.
But it's definitely not as crass and gross as the first season with some of their humor. But it's still, I think it's really good so far. I'm enjoying it. The first episode, they really railed on Jared Leto. They kept making fun of his band 30 Seconds to Mars. And they kept making fun of it in the because there's like after the credits they have a little scene that there was just a whole 30 seconds of them just railing on that band. And it was definitely a jab towards 30 Seconds to Mars. But no, I recommend everybody see it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it stays in tone. This season has mentioned the events of Superman. And he keeps telling us the last 3 episodes of the seasons are going to be really big. So,
okay. Maybe this will be the weekend I catch up with. I think I'm home tomorrow.
And I remember the first season, they were 40, 45 minute episodes. These ones are kind of running around 35 to 40-ish. So they're a little bit shorter, easier to consume. Okay. But they're still packed full of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, just like that, you may have convinced me to give it a watch. So instead of talking to yourself, you'll be talking to me in the in the feature post.
I think they might have introduced. Is it Checkmate? Is that the Batman villain group?
I thought they were a government group.
I think so, but I'm pretty sure one of the people in the new Argus that's run by Rick Flag is I want to say, was it the Black Queen? I'm not 100% the name. I don't know they're all named after chess pieces, but it's one of the leaders. I'm pretty sure they just introduced her within the last 2 episodes.
Leviathan was that other group.
That one too, yeah. So we might get another villain group put together in this.
Okay.
And then when you do watch it, let me know. Pay attention to the alternate universe whenever he goes into it. Just kind of keep an eye out. Okay. See if you notice anything that I notice. I don't want to give anything away until it's actually revealed. But
now he's going to make me watch. Okay. I'm interested now. I'm interested. All right. We got anything else, guys, before we wrap up? Mike, you got anything you want to leave us with?
No, I don't think I have anything really mentioned. I think we hit everything that I can think of. What happened to Boomerang? We're going to talk about that.
We're going to get to it.
We need everybody here for that.
Yeah,
You guys need to tell me why this movie
people
exists.
because I had hold.
We're not gonna respect Boomerang, man.
Yeah, well, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. There are some things out, and I was watching it with my wife, and maybe it's because
earlier today.
See, like that. That's the movie. That's the movie, Rob. Like it didn't get a lot of positive, good feelings like at the time, but it's like age. It's not even. I don't even know why it didn't. I don't even know why. But the movie's just it's entertaining. And it's one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies. He's acting in that. It's not just about the silliness. He's acting.
Yeah,
that's true. But then I watched Vampire in Brooklyn the other day. Listen, that movie.
That's
funny
silly. That movie is silly.
It is so funny, and he's trying to act in there too. But like I remember hating that movie, but then I was watching. I'm like, this ain't bad neither. Like this was one of his last good ones before he started some of these. I forgot.
I'm the reverse on Vampire in Brooklyn. That I thought it was better in my mind, and when we watched it, this is rough. Max Mila's accent, just like a bad.
That's what makes it funny. Like the way he says, "God damn it," and then Angela Bassett's in it. Prime Angela Bassett is in that movie.
But still,
no, she carried that movie. Let me tell you something. And before I leave, why does Kadeem Harrison? Every time I see him outside of a different world, he playing a fool. Like every time, they can't give my man no respectable work. Okay, we're headed out of here, guys, and we'll let you know we're back. To the people that are subscribed and following, give us a recommend, and we appreciate it. And
to all the one.
See ya.